Well, good afternoon and welcome to the grand final of the men's Brisbane Canberra Invitational 2017.
Welcome back, everybody.
This is Ashley. We've got Angie here.
Hey.
It is blowing a gale and storm clouds are coming over. We have Brisbane Mammoth and Melbourne Hot Chili in the grand final. This is pretty cool because when I was putting the draw together, it was impossible to get all the teams to have a game streamed, and I told Mammoth and Chili, look, sorry, you'll just have to make the finals. Well, they have done just that. So very, very well done to both teams. Both teams beating one of the Sydney Colony teams in the semi-finals. So Colony, I'm sure, will be disappointed not to make the finals. But we're just dealing with, the game has started, we're dealing with a pretty severe wind blowing the camera sideways. So we'll just go audio for a few minutes.
Yeah, we'll give you a play-by-play as best we can.
John McNaughton with the disc from Mammoth.
That's right.
Moving across to Alan.
And Chile is pretty much just putting on match defense, putting on the pressure early. It's so windy right now, it's gusting.
Yeah, game is gusting in the direction of Mammoth's play.
McNaughton trying to get that reset, gets the reset, looks deep.
Hits Brown coming under, Chris Brown. Brown to other Brown, Seb. And the disc through the hands of the Mammoth receiver. Chili putting it deep immediately, but
Doesn't quite get there.
Too much blade on the throw, goes away from the intended receiver.
Looking for Osman in the end zone, but didn't quite connect.
Seb Brown will pick up in the end zone, bring it up to the front line. Jack Allen back as dump. Here's McNaughton coming under. McNaughton looking deep. Puts away a high release flick over Tom Ragaki's hands.
Gak is posing a big threat there, trying to make himself a presence.
Big gainer to McGuckin, looking for Timocles. Copland in the end zone. Defender covers it well and swing back to Jack Allen, who bobbles it but reels it in, marked by Tom Ragaki.
Very nice.
Swing across to Timocles. Copland, who moves it up quickly to Seb Brown. Back to Timocles, gaining meters. Looking at the end zone, pump fakes his receiver off and throws it back to McNaughton.
Caught Lacombe on the back foot.
McNaughton with another high release flick. Great throw to Jack Allen.
Great goal.
Very close to the line, but Ragaki calls it in. 1-0 to Mammoth, holding serve after a pair of turnovers.
That's right. We've got Larson, Kelly, who else? Lipari, Galt, the Gak, Casablanca, heading on to field, Chile's O-line. We'll see how this goes.
The storm clouds still looking ominous. We when there's a 30 seconds gap between flash and bang of the lightning, we will have to go on a bit of a break for a while.
That's right.
It looks like the front is moving pretty quickly, so even if that does happen, we should be up and running again pretty quickly. But Mammoth holding, coming out on defense, having to pull upwind. Elliot Cook with the disc. Chili signals ready, and the pull comes up.
Pull comes up.
Pull reaches about the brick mark. Bit difficult pulling upwind.
That's right. And
Tom Ragaki with the disc. Fakes the hammer, throws the scuba.
to Lipari. Lipari and the Gak in the handle space.
Mammoth putting on a bit of a zone. Looks kind of like I know they've been playing a bit of 2-3-2 at SMO.
That's right, disc to Larson. He's looking outfield, not quite there, throws it cross field, into the hands of Allen, into the end zone, to Casablanca for a goal.
There is a bit of a call on one of the earlier throws. The thrower hit the mark, Grimmond, with his arm on the follow through of the throw. Normally incidental contact on the throw is not considered to be a foul, as Grimmond signals that he'll let it go and let the goal stand.
Yeah, so the goal is, goal stands, so we're 1-1.
So Hot Chili holding. So far we're on serve. Yeah, just to put my game advisor hat on for a second. Incidental contact on the follow through of a throw. The rules say it should be avoided, but doesn't necessarily constitute a foul. However, if there's dangerous contact on the follow through, for instance hitting a marker in the head, then that could certainly be considered a foul by the marker, and maybe the disc would come back. But Grimond deciding that it was okay. He was obviously not entirely happy, but let it go and let the goal stand. We've said this before this weekend, that it's nice to see some benefit of the doubt given to your opponents early on in the game. Really sets the tone for a well-spirited game. Chile backing up, ready for the pull. Wind's kind of back down a bit.
Yeah, camera looking a bit more stable now, folks. So we've got the feet up and going.
Yeah,
Pull goes up.
You will see a bit of a shake in the camera as we see those ominous storm clouds in the background. Pretty gusty.
Standard match defense from Chile.
Copland hitting McGuckin underneath.
Osman covering deep, but option doesn't come. That's a turnover. Casablanca on disc now. Is looking deep, nothing there, so they'll probably work to swing it and move it up the field a little bit. Tricky in these conditions, but...
Yeah, you can really see the leaves blowing across the field from
That's right.
Canberra's autumn deciduous trees.
Bit of a call and on that throw to Seiko. And I believe Junker is on disc right now. Seiko got that reset after all.
McIntyre putting a big mark on. Got to be careful of a wrapping call there.
Oliveira with the disc. Great grab from Casablanca.
I know Jack Allen will be looking to try and lay out in front of those, so well done to the Chile receiver getting through that.
Some lovely swinging work happening. A bit too far.
Bit too much juice on it, and Mammoth with the chance to break early.
That's right.
McIntyre picking up the disc.
All right.
10 with the disc.
Some aggressive cutting from Mammoth. They'll need to be quite aggressive on those cuts if they want to get free of Chile. Chile putting on so much pressure.
Copland with an aggressive break to Baines, who has great vision across the field.
That's right.
Right over the defender's head. I think the Chile defender wanted an up call there to hear what was going on. That was very, very blockable.
Definitely, definitely. Up calls are very important, so that might be a reminder for them to help their teammates out. Even if your head is on a swivel, you can't see them all.
Amazing breakthrough there from Copland. Defender asking for that up call, didn't get it. Bit of a risky throw from Mammoth, but works out in the end to go up a break.
Camera's having a bit of trouble there, but...
Yes, we have protected the camera from the rain by putting a big garbage bag on it, but of course the garbage bag's now acting like a sail.
Yep, and
so,
not that immune to the wind, unfortunately. It's tipping.
I apologize if you are a bit motion sick.
Yep.
We'll do our best to continue streaming. These gusts, wow.
Nearby, a tent has collapsed, so just a credit to the strength of this wind.
Yeah, these gusts, I'm sure we'll see it on this pull from Cook.
Yep.
Cook, good pull of it. This wind is pretty unrelenting.
That's right.
Just to remind everyone who we are, I'm Ashley.
I'm Angie.
We're
Welcome
your
to
commentators
the feed.
for this game.
It's windy. We've got two great teams. It's going to be fun.
That is a great pull in this wind.
That's right. Quick to move it straight away.
Mammoth looking like they're playing a bit of a match defense.
That's right. Oh.
Receiver unable to come down with it. I'll leave it for, I believe, Cook.
Really pressuring that dump. Not giving up anything at all.
De Hollander coming back into that handler space.
Great grab.
Yeah, great grab by Cook to Leask.
Oh, he's looking big, outside in. Oh, it's so windy. They carried that away.
We are us commentators and film crews sitting under a tent being held up by 4 people, so we thank all those guys.
Thank you to our friends.
As Chile starts getting it moving.
That's right. Lipari looking for an option, finds it.
And the wind sort of going right to left, so in Chile's favour at the moment.
Big high release over the top for a goal. And that was Lawson in the end zone.
So eating up the scores, Mammoth still up a break as our camera continues to deal with this gusty wind.
That's right. We can hear the storm rumbling overhead.
Yeah, from our vantage point, it looks like the storm is pushing off a bit to the south, which is welcome news. Hopefully there's no isolated lightning strikes near here. So far, no issues, but great high release breakthrough there.
I do like a high release breakthrough. We've seen a few of those over the weekend.
High release is a bit more effective when being thrown downwind. The wind tends to push it down a bit. So
that's right. That's right.
A lot harder when you're going upwind to control that angle.
Definitely. The rain is making a bit of a comeback, pairing up with this really gusty condition for a fun game of Frisbee to close off BCI.
Normally you rely on us commentators to tell you what the wind is doing, but
as you can see, the pool had a bit of trouble making it all the way up the field, and we can thank the gusts for that. So Mammoth moving it up the field.
McIntyre to Copland.
It's the wind is moving more diagonally across the field now. Mammoth still manages to score. Looking pretty good, looking pretty strong.
So Mammoth holding their buffer of a single break.
So it looks like we're going to hold for a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like storm's getting a bit more intense. We're seeking for cover, so you can see here what's happening to our
Might
our
have
tent.
to pause for a little bit. Everyone's running for cover. We're basically sitting next to a lightning rod, so